Yo, what is up, Team UGGC? And it is your boy, it's Swigs from the Urban Gamer Gaming Community Group, and we are bringing you another session, another episode of Gamer Rant Season 2, Episode 2. You already know, man. Let's get into it.
Pull up in that CL, I'm blessed. Love all around me, I don't stress. I'm Clark Kent, got Superman on my chest.
Yo, what is up, guys? So, today's Gamer Rant is talking about the newly knowledgeable, the new news in gaming dropped yesterday. As you guys know about the whole Destiny 2 Activision, bungie Activision splitting up and all of this craziness. Now, y'all know that I was going to cover this situation. You guys know I was going to cover this situation. Destiny is by far one of my favorite games. I got the first one. This is the first when I pre-ordered it. Then I got the second Legendary Edition for Destiny 2. I got a whole bunch of posters. I got a whole bunch of collectibles. Like, bro, by far, Destiny and Bungie Destiny period is one of my favorite genre of games. I think Destiny is one of the most dopest games out. It had the bumpy roads, you know, it had the roadblocks and everything. And just a little quick backstory with this whole thing. If you guys did not know about the whole Bungie Activision thing, basically Bungie signed a 10-year contract with Destiny as a whole. So basically Destiny 1 had like a 5-year type of ordeal, and then Destiny 2 had another 5-year ordeal. So it was just pretty much they produced content between 5 years in each expansion, and then whatever happened after that 5-year contract will go back to Bungie. But Activision kind of stepped in on Destiny 2, and they really stepped in, and that's when you seen the whole microtransaction thing pop up, and the Eververse and all this stuff, the silver and all this stuff pops up, because you know that's an Activision move. And you know Activision is pretty much Death Row Records of the gaming industry, really Suge Knight of the gaming industry. If you guys don't know who Suge Knight is, Google him, and if you don't know who Death Row Records is, Google it. Do you understand what I'm talking about? But they're pretty much just the forefront and the collectors of the gaming industry. And it's kind of crazy that you pretty much got to go through Activision to do a whole bunch of stuff. Call of Duty has them. It's a assortment of gaming. Star Wars. They just got their hand in pretty much everything in the gaming industry. And I feel like they're just a hungry cash grab type of thing. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this whole topic of the merger between this merger between Activision and Bungie. And it is just crazy that the team over at Bungie is happy that the split has been made, but the Activision, they still own rights. I think that's what I read. But we got the actual article, the opinions, which IGN broke down of what the split means. I'm not going to read through all of this, but pretty much it just seems that the industry was rattled by the divorce, which was it was evident. Like I said, they had a 10-year split. So they just needed to make sure that 10-year was fulfilled between Bungie and Activision or whatever. So it was pretty much a learning experience between the two, and between Bungie itself, because you know Bungie was owned by Microsoft. Microsoft had purchased Bungie. I think Microsoft developed Bungie, to be all honest. It was kind of like that whole Halo thing when them two merged together, and then Activision moved in and they went for. That's what companies don't understand about, like in this gaming industry and the whole gaming world. They go for the big grab when these games are developed and pushed, just to get the publishing from these big known companies, which is Activision. But no, little do they know, Activision is a cash grab. Like, they're kind of snakes in the water. And you guys know from several different games that Activision always throws in the fucking microtransactions. They make sure they get the money out of you, or some kind of, they force these companies, the developers, to do certain shit that they don't want to do with their games. And boom, here come Activision. Yeah, throw something in there to start charging people and getting their money. And I think that's totally wrong. Like, I think that's totally wrong. But that's just jumping off topic with this gamer rant. So they pretty much Bungie is gonna manage to create the creative control and just the proper way of publishing the studio and all that stuff like that. So they went along with trying to figure out now who will push Destiny, who will publish who will put it out, where will you be able to get this stuff, like as far as going on battle.net to purchase Bungie to purchase Destiny 2, or will you go to the now new Epic store, or now would you get it off of Steam? Where is the direction that they're going to go with the next Destiny or the next DLC, since Activision is not the publisher anymore? That's a big question. I would think they would probably either go with Epic or Steam, one of the two, because the platforms are just growing crazily, especially the Epic platform. Now, I don't know about Ubisoft. That's two different, you know what I'm saying? That's just way two different ballparks, and they're kind of like rivals in a sense, but not really. I don't know. I don't think they will go to Ubisoft personally. I don't think that will happen. But now they're talking about the whole PC port stuff. Questions are asked about that. The next product would be Destiny 3 or future for Destiny 2 expansions. What would they do with the studios? Because I'm pretty sure Activision threw them a couple more studios to help them develop certain stuff. I don't know if they're gonna lose out with that. I have no clue. But Destiny 3 is definitely gonna still drop. And it probably won't hold content like Activision held content, or force them to drop certain ad additions and DLCs that Bungie probably didn't even want to do, but they were forced to hand because of Activision controlling their, just controlling creativity and just trying to get them for cash grabs and all that stuff like that. Throwing out bullshit content just to sell it, that's the type of shit Activision do. Another question is, will they stay upon schedule with everything that they got, especially with Destiny 3, and then a whole bunch of the couple more DLCs that's dropping, the Joker Wild and Destiny, and then just like updates down the future? I feel like, yes, Bungie will still be on roll with that. Personally, I don't see them not being on roll with the whole thing. I think they would. I think they still. I don't think that hindered any other projects being released. As far as Activision having the control over that stuff. Personally, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Will Bungie find a new partner? I want to say yes, because all about business agreements. I honestly think Bungie might go back to Microsoft, or Microsoft might find this chance to purchase them back. Like, yo, come back to Microsoft. Let's see what's popping. I just don't think they're gonna jump right into it. But I'm thinking like maybe Microsoft might jump on board again. But then they got that deal with Sony as well to give, because Destiny 2 Sony merger. They coming out with the console exclusives, the limited edition consoles, Destiny consoles, and just exclusive content will jump on PlayStation 4 before it jumps on Microsoft. So would this switch hands? Would they just scrap Sony and jump straight on board with Microsoft if Microsoft buys them back? But I don't think that's going to happen personally. I think they probably stay on board with Sony, since they got all the limited edition consoles came out on Sony and everything. I think they got a good little business deal with Sony. But I don't know if Activision did Activision set that Sony Bungie deal up? I don't know. I'm not a journalist, but I probably could try to dig deep and figure it out. So I'll hit it. You know, I could just search on Google and see if that's a true thing. Now, another question IGN says, how will the content deliver microtransactions change? I think it will change microtransactions in the game. I think that was something that Activision told Bungie to set up to make a revenue off the game, a continuous revenue. I think that was something Activision, you know, put together. I don't think Bungie itself actually really wanted to do that, to be personally honest. I mean, if you look at the microtransaction store now, it's just so much shit you can get on there. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't think that Destiny wanted to go that route with that. I think they wanted to do it another type of way, but not the way that Activision probably wanted them to do. That's just me personally. I could be wrong on this, but that's just the way I feel about that little situation right there. I don't think that Destiny and Bungie per se really wanted to do that, because if you look at Halo and those games like that, they don't really have a market. They do now in Halo Master Chief Collection, or I think it was either Master Chief Collection or Halo 5. They got that little store, a little microtransaction store where you can get those coins and shit. But I personally don't think they really wanted to do that. Like, honestly, I don't think Activision has nothing to do with Halo. I don't think. But it's just personally me, I don't think they really wanted to do that. But as far as, all right, my thoughts on this whole thing, I personally like the split. I want Bungie to have full control because I want Destiny 3 to be great. Like I said, I am a huge fan of Destiny. Y'all see, I got posters, I got collectibles. I've been covering Destiny on my channel. I'm not a Dado or Hounder or anybody like that, but I do cover Destiny every time new content comes out. I am the one dropping that stuff on my channel, the betas, the, you know, just all that stuff. I am a huge Destiny fan. I think that this will work out in the end with the merger and with the split. That this will bring creative direction back to Bungie, back to Bungie, without Activision being the Suge Knight up standing up front row, you know, just me mugging everybody, telling them this is how this shit gonna be done. We gotta have microtransactions. We need to soak every gamer up out of all their money, because that's what Activision does, and anybody can't disagree with me on that. Just look at Call of Duty. Just look at all the Call of Duties. It's a fucking microtransaction in every single one. Just look at Battlefront, you know, Star Wars Battlefront. You can look at that. That was a whole discrepancy about that. I think Activision has something to do with that, and EA, or it might have been just EA. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I think it was EA and Activision had something to do with that. But I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong. Don't fucking butcher me in the comments. I could be wrong on that. But I know that whole microtransaction thing, Activision controlling creative content, creative direction, was crazy. Like, it is crazy. And I just feel like you do have to have some type of money source, but not really. I don't think it's always have to be a fucking microtransaction store in every fucking game. Like, it's ridiculous. But I'm just hoping Destiny 3 will just be outrageous, because now they got the creative control. They don't have a, you know, middleman or just a top man watching them and just puppeting them and controlling them to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I just, you know, I'm just hoping that it goes great, man. And salute Bungie. You know, like, it is what it is. It's a business decision. It's all a business at the end of the day. It's all the business, man. And we're the consumers, and we're kind of in the mix of it. If you're a gamer, then you will understand. If not, then you probably won't understand this. But we are kind of the forefront of all this, and we do get hit with that. If you're a gamer, and you will understand all these little small business deals and moves within the gaming industry, that does affect us a lot. But that was just my 2 cents on this whole thing. I'm hyped for it. I can't wait to see the next project. I can't wait to see the next updates and what's going to go on with Bungie, Destiny, and whatever else is forefront, and, you know, in the future with that. It is your boy, it's Swigs. from Team UGGC. This is Gamer Rant episode 2. Hopefully you guys like it. Comment down below if you guys want me to keep these Gamer Rant vlogs going and just, you know, dropping my 2 cents in on the gaming industry and what I think about a lot of this stuff. Comment down below, like, subscribe. Let's get this out on social media. Let's get this up to 50 likes. Let's do it, man. It's your boy, it's Wiz. Keep it gaming, keep it peace, keep it swag. Please leave your comments down below. Let's get a conversation started. Let's get it popping. Be on the lookout for new videos. Be on the lookout for apartment tour coming soon. We're going to work on that. I cannot wait. Apartment tour volume 2 is coming.
Dirty soda in the styrofoam. Spill the day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Yeah. Drunk as fucking, yeah, I'm finally in this bitch, yeah.